And all, today we are going to do Off Doing Nothing by J.B. Priestley. So before giving anything or any lecture about Doing Nothing, I would like to tell you something about J.B. Priestley. So a small introduction about J.B. Priestley is that he was born on September 13th, 1894 in Bradford, Yorkshire, England, and he died on August 14th, 1984, Elveston near Stratford upon Avon, Warwickshire. British novelist. He was a British novelist and playwright, and he was an essayist. He was noted for his varied output and his ability for shrewd characterization. So he is noted for his varied output. What is his specialty? His specialty is his varied output and his ability for shrewd characterization. So he's very good at it. Priestley serves in the infantry in World War First and 1914 to 1990, and then studied English literature at Trinity College, Cambridge. And he does his BA from there from Cambridge, and that is his undergraduation, his graduation. 1922. He thereafter worked as a journalist and first established a reputation with the essay collector in the English comic characters 1925 and the English novel 1927. He achieved enormous popular success with The Good Companions. So, a picaresque novel about a group of traveling performers. This was followed in 1930 by his most solidly crafted novel. So, he has started as a British novelist, playwright, essayist, and he was much noted for his varied output and his ability for shrewd characterization. He has worked as a infantry in World War One also, and he has completed his graduation from Cambridge, that is in 1922. So he has archived many things. He was a journalist, and his first establishment as a reputation with the essays collection. He has written a collection of essays, the English comic characters, in 1925, and he gets famous from there. So we are focusing some more points about Priestley is that he was a prolific dramatist, and he achieved early success on the stage with such robust good humor comedies as Lumbernum Grove 1933 and When We Are Married. This is also a comedy in 1938, influenced by the time theories of John William Dunne. He experimented with expressionist psychological drama. Okay. So, and his quality is that he featured skillfully his characterization of ordinary people living in the domestic space, domestic settings. Okay. So, let's go to the essay of doing nothing and then proceed. So, in this essay, the writer debates over the idea of work and relaxation. He is debating over the idea of work and relaxation. He is debating that whether we should work always or we should relax. He stresses on the idea of keeping oneself relaxed and seeing benefit we would enjoy from doing absolutely nothing. He has supported us to do nothing, absolutely nothing, be some like passing the time sometimes, so that you can be you can experience a better life. He said that he also talks about spending time in leisure and leisurely activities, which is as necessary to humans life as work. He's saying that these leisurely activities, these passing times, not doing anything or doing nothing sometimes is very important, is very important for life. By doing nothing, you are rejuvenating yourself, you are recharging yourself for better things. So his idea is this. So and what else his idea is about? J.B. Priestley is here debating over the idea of work and relaxation. He talk of the idea of unwinding oneself, opening oneself, relaxing oneself, and the benefit we would enjoy from doing nothing. So he is telling that of doing nothing, by doing nothing we can enjoy some benefits also. He thus stresses on the idea of doing nothing and spending time in leisure activities, which is as necessary and beneficial to human life as work. The life of a man is fraught with work, and all of us are involved in that rat race, directly or indirectly. So our life is just passing on, and we are involved in the rat race. We are just running for the money, we are running for the food, we are running for the security, we are running for the life, but we are not having a life. Such a life is necessary and can also make us prosperous, but it isn't the be all and the end of all matters. It's important that we should run in this rat race, and we should go through the cutthroat competition nowadays is going on. You can see that we are going through cutthroat competitions everywhere. There is a fight, and there is a race of marks and system and the position and designation. If you say that you are just a doctor, if you say you are just a teacher in a school, they say, oh, you are not doing anything. So there is a race of excellence, and he is saying, and there is a race of doing something great, but he is saying that sometimes not doing anything is also good. It is necessary to work, it is necessary to do great things, but sometimes it is great not to do anything. But it isn't be the end of all matters. It is not that you have to just run in the race. It is not the end of all matters. There are some more matters. There does exist a world outside work. The world is of leisure activities and pastimes. We are all to spend some time consciously in such matters. We have to spend some time in consciously in such nature, in such matter. Nature is beautiful and is not only suits the mind, but also a teacher and a nourisher. So he's saying that this nature is not only soothing your mind and making you rejuvenated and etc., but it is also behaving like a teacher, like he is supporting the views of Wordsworth. He says, no, nature, you must have learned that poem, much ado about nothing. The world is too much with us. The poem is, the world is too much with us, and Wordsworth is also supporting this idea that nature is not only soothing us, but also teaching us. It is behaving like a teacher. Nature only regains our mental health and achieves a position where we can work better. But what else nature is doing? But it is in this way we are doing what? We are just getting better. Nature is rejuvenating us, nature is helping us as a teacher, and we are getting rejuvenated. It helps us to regain our mental health and achieves a position where we can work better and more efficiency. It is just like charging of your mobile. If we keep quiet for sometimes, do some meditation and do nothing, care for nothing, and completely relax, then we will feel that we are getting ourselves charged, we are getting ourselves rejuvenated. So that is why meditation is very important. People suggest us, the experts suggest us to do nothing for sometimes, relax, take rest, do meditation, etc. However, the irony is that not many people realize this value. They spend most of their life at breakneck speed and passed away without even looking at nature. So what other people, some people are doing, some people are not even understanding at the end of their last day. They are not understanding till they are gone to the graves. Some people are there who have ran in this rat race, and at the end of their life they have left aloof with the beauty of nature. The author does not conform to such an idea of life, so he is not supporting this idea of life. However, the author here, what he is doing, he is not supporting this idea of life. Work is important, he is saying work is important, but I am not supporting this idea of life that only the work is important. However, the author does not instruct us against work, but he says that no work would only mean laziness coupled with aimlessness. So work is important and necessary and absolute. No work will only mean laziness coupled with aimlessness. If you are not working anything, you are not doing anything for a long time, then you are aimless also. So he is not completely supporting the idea you should pass the time all your life like this. He is saying for some time, these things done in moderation. For some time you have to relax. Only help us to perform better. This Sometimes moderation of relaxation and work can help you to perform better. Thus, we should make conscious efforts to enjoy nature. So he is saying that we should make conscious efforts to enjoy nature and relax. It is only then that our lives became a complete circle. He is supporting that it is only then that we will create a moderation between the work and the leisure. Leisure means enjoying nature and good time and free time. So he is saying that then you will able to enjoy nature and relax. It is only then that our life became a complete circle. Then we are only able to complete our life in a nice way, in a good way. This is the reason why he enjoys his outing with his artist friend at Yorkshire Falls. He is telling here that is the reason why I used to travel with my friend who lives at Yorkshire Falls. He is mentioning about his friend also. Such communion with nature helps him to retain his sanity intact. He is saying that such communication is helping me to regain my sanity, to regain my energies. On the other hand, he denounces the likes of Mr. Gordon Selfridge, who curse the waste of time. Here are some British writers who are cursing the waste of time, that they should not waste the time. So he is denouncing them. He is not supporting them. He is saying such people work only for profit motives and in reality miss out a considerable portion of life. So there are people like he is giving an example of Mr. Godwin Selfridge, that they just live for the profit and motives, and they really miss out the pleasures of life and a great portion of life. The tragedy, however, is that many of us don't, what we are doing, many of us don't even realize the value of pastime. We are not realizing the value of this leisure time, this pastime. This means the author suggests instances in our history who would uphold the author's notion of life and its value. Thus, William Wordsworth would only be happy to vouch for such a kind of life. So here I have told you just before that William Wordsworth supported this type of life, and when he is saying that world is too much with us, in that poem also he is supporting the same idea. So he is saying that William Wordsworth would only be happy to watch for such a kind of life. He will be happy when he will see that you are enjoying nature. Priestley goes on to say that that he is now going on, he goes on to say that what is the importance of pastime. And here he says that a devil is usually a busiest being, and majority of world first is created by overwork and impatient. Like he is saying, the devil is a person who is over busy, who is the busiest person, and this all great sorrows of the world is created by overwork and impatient. So a break is very much required. So he said that a break is very much required. A break from the usual monotonous and humdrum affairs of life only help us to avoid such irritation. So a devil is working, so a devil is so busy in making our life hell, in making our life sorrowful. So we need a break from the usual monotonous and humdrum affair of life. Only that can help us to avoid such irritation. In short, the author tries to hold before us a way of life and its instant value. So he is supporting and he is presenting to us that what should be the way of life. There is more to live than just working ceaselessly. He's saying there is more life. Life is not that you have to take you will go once in a blue moon to some tourist place and then come out and then work. He's saying that life lies in the detail of life, with the nature, towards the nature, and it will be complete only when you will make a true moderation between the work and the play or the leisure or the pastime. So work and leisure, if blended properly, not only help us to go a long way but also in a better and more fruitful way. So here what Priestley is doing, Priestley is telling us that we should not be too much of worldly. We should not go too much to the busyness of the work or too much in the rat race of the world. We should enjoy ourselves to with the nature. We should be more in the nature, and the nature teaches us in a great manners. It not only soothes us but help us in the great manner. It teaches us with many lessons which you cannot understand when you will be in the rat race of this world to gain security, money, and facilities, etc. Actually, those who are doing it and they are thinking that they are in a great profit, but they are actually missing the great portion of life. I hope it is understandable. Somebody has demanded for it. Thank you very much. God bless.